It's hard.
When you build a business yourself and you're running it yourself, and I'm sales and I'm delivery and I'm purchasing and
The
I'm
accountant.
project management, and then how do you give up that control of this thing that you've created and pass it off to someone else and trust them that they're going to do it right? That's very, very hard to do. It was very hard for a long time for me to do that. So there's that, and then having great people. I think you guys have heard this. The sign of a good leader is the people who works for you. It's not how great you lead those people who work for you, right? It's putting smarter people in place that are infinitely smarter than you, and having faith that you're not doing it out of fear. You're doing it out of progress. Right? My partner and I, when we first started Spectrum, we'd hire people. I hired sales guys, and we went through a shitload of sales guys, and we would hire 6 and 7s. We consider ourselves a 9 or a 10. You consider yourself a 10, right? I know my craft.
Yeah.
You know your craft. And we'd hire 7s, and you thought, we'll hire a 7 and we'll turn them into a 9. Never.
They're always 7s.
Never didn't work.
Huh.
Matter of fact, if they got a little momentum, they turned into a 6
Really?
because they'd coast.
Oh.
There's traits that happen, the 9s and 10s that you're talking about. There's character traits that exist in those type of people.
Yeah.
And if they don't have
No
that,
quit.
you can't exactly.
Yeah.
Like the commonality that I see is like college athletes. If you've done something as a college athlete, you've gotten yelled at a bunch. Like sales guys, there's a skill set that they possess.
Yeah.
And teaching it is almost impossible.
Impossible. Yeah. You can't teach up. You can't coach up. Especially when people are past that moldable state, right?
Yeah.
Meaning that 25, 35-year-old, 40-year-old people, and as you get older, they become less coachable.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they think and tell you they know more than you.
Yeah.
So you have to have people that are open for growth, and so we got rid of all 6s and 7s, and we're almost out of business. We were a dollar away from being out of business. We were getting embezzled by one of my employees. She just sold $350,000, all of our operating capital. This was in 2010, and my partner and I were fighting like a married couple. A partnership is a sexless marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, and you know what not having sex is? Just pisses you off.
There you are again.
Right. I get nothing from you, literally.
Yeah.
And so we decided we were going to course correct, and we were going to only hire 9s and 10s. And we did. And you have to pay for them. But God, it paid off. The business took off. We did better. We were hiring 10s every day, and they had the same mindset, same culture. And then culture is everything.
Yes.
We have a very great culture in my business. Very good culture.
Very good culture. Amazing.
Love, positivity. It's not kumbaya. We get pissed off. People yell in the hall. We have fuck you fights in the hall. But it's because they're passionate.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll let you fight it out all day long because you're both passionate.
Yeah.
If one of you gives up and walks away, that means you don't give a shit, and you're like, nah.
Then
So
it doesn't matter
It's
anyway.
not important.
Yeah.
It has to be important,
Yeah.
right? If you're going to fight it out, it has to be important. And we do, if you guys have ever done that Stephen Covey 7 Habits for Highly Effective People, one of his things is self-empowerment, right? It's take risks, don't take chances. Because a risk is something thought out and calculated. A chance is something that you're just throwing chance to the wind.
See what happens.
Just see what happens.
Yeah.
We don't take chances in our business. We take risks. And I self-empower. I let people lead. I don't micromanage. I don't hover over people. Matter of fact, I don't have call sheets for my salespeople. I don't have you can't hide. You're either going to work hard and be successful.
Results or no results.
Exactly right. You can't hide.
Yeah.
And so I tell people, when I hire you, I tell them that. I'm very clear about that. You are the entrepreneur of your position. I'm not going to hire 2 of you, and you're going to run and lead this business, which is quality, regulatory, purchasing, project management, marketing, engineering, whatever that department is. Every one of those people are 10s. They're badasses, and they're running a business. Matter of fact, they teach me more than I know, and when I sit in these meetings with these people, I'm marveled by them, and that is something that is exciting.
That is exciting. It's exciting. How would it be to be surrounded in a room full of people, of problem solvers, instead of those list takers? I feel like in my businesses, I've hired a lot of list takers.
Yeah, you and I talked about that
Yeah.
at lunch one time.
Yeah, and it's
And
exhausting.
you cleaned house, right? What'd you do?
Cleaned house.
Yeah.
This just isn't working. If you can't bring me a solution, you're bringing me a problem, and I've got enough problems.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, here's my one albatross, and here's my other albatross,
Yeah.
and I got a backpack full
Yeah.
of monkeys. And,
Yeah.
you know,
And now you're going to bring me one more. Thanks.
yeah, I don't need the burden.
Yeah, and so that's amazing. I really respect that mentality, and it's evident, by the way, when I walk around on the big day. There's a lot of problems being solved in a hurry. There's not time to have a committee. This
Have a
needs to be
meeting,
taken
got a
care of.
meeting.
We know what our mission is. We know how that we perform. We know how this works. What's the solution? What's the solution? And away we go. And it is awesome.
And people aren't looking at other people for the solution.
Yeah, they're like, I got this.
Yeah,
They're taking the problems and fixing them.
yeah.
It's cool.
And we
Also, they're super kind. Like, I haven't met anyone. Every time I'm around your company, I'm always thinking the only asshole in the room is me.
Wait, there's no assholes.
Wait a second.
Oh no!
That means
There's one everywhere. Yeah, I always ask, and I always ask you, but I always ask everybody when people come and visit Spectrum, and we do a tour, and I give people carte blanche to like do whatever they're doing. People that come in, I always in closing ask. They said, "You have a great place," and I said, "Was everybody kind?"
Yeah. Always kind. Always kind. They remember my name. Hey, Rob, how you doing? And there's a lot of people. I don't remember half of
Well,
their
you're not
names.
supposed to,
Huh?
right? You're not supposed to. How should you?
Nah, it's...
You're one.
Yeah.
They're 80.
But they're really good at that. Hello, Rob. How you
Yeah.
doing? I'm excited for this year. And they're talking about it, and this is what we're going to do, and this is how it's going to go. And I'm like, I should know who you are. You like have such an amazing vested interest in what we're trying to accomplish here. Amazing people.
Rob, why would somebody want to watch this podcast?
Why wouldn't you? We have a good time. You're going to learn something. And by the way, it's awesome.
You should click it. You should watch it. Thanks for tuning in.
Subscribe right now.